Hello, Gemini. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Gemini, let's see how your energies are going to be at this moment so that you can use them to your advantage. Keep in mind this reading is general and may not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates with you and don't dismiss the message. And it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Gemini. Gemini, if you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. And attention, 3 phone lines have been activated for Argentina, Spain, and the rest of the world, where you will be able to contact a tarot service 24 hours a day. You will be able to communicate with my team of tarot readers who will be answering all your questions instantly. We are going to channel a message for you. For the sign of Gemini for this moment. Gemini, here we have the Page of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and here the Knight of Coins. Well, this situation feels very tied to the romantic side right now. I feel 2 things. Or it could be, Gemini, pay attention for those who are parents. There's something going on in the relationship with your children. Maybe a new dynamic is starting to develop in the relationship. You might also start to value other things, right? But this could also be very focused on the family relationship, right? That's what I meant. In other cases, this can be very closely tied to an emotional or romantic bond, okay? I feel like something is happening with someone. Maybe you met them here. You may not have had a date yet, but this feels like the early stages of love, romance, courtship, seduction. These are moments when you can also idealize the other person. I feel like you're moving a very important emotional energy. But I feel that this relationship, this bond, is not just any bond. No, this is not just a bond. I feel like this is going to last. It's going to be around for a while. Why? Because everything is pointing toward stability. Whether it is becoming an established couple, to a joint project. These joint projects, in some cases, can be, I'm going to the extreme here, but we could already be talking about serious commitments, lasting commitments. Plans to start a family with that person. Plans to move in together where both are thinking, why don't we live together? I'm not saying this has to happen right now, but the idea or the plan could be there. That it might be something further down the road, right? But I feel like there isn't a specific time to say, well, when someone should get married. For example, there could be a situation here where they get engaged to be married, right? But the thing is, there's something that's leveling up in that relationship. The thing is, of course, doubts start to arise. Indecision sets in. And it's normal for this to happen because I feel that beyond the fact that this person, for example, suggested, why don't we live together? Why don't we build something together? More than anything, your mind starts getting all mixed up, you know? And you say, well, what do I do? Do I make this decision or not? Do I commit to this person? Have we known each other for too little time? How will the relationship go? So you start thinking. And sometimes our thoughts bring doubts, indecision. Maybe you need some time for yourself, a little space, some time to withdraw, to process your feelings, your emotions, everything you're experiencing emotionally with this person. What is starting to come to light? What is beginning to emerge? You are likely about to open yourselves up to a new experience. Something is already beginning to form over there. And it's also about this, right? About opening yourself up to something new, about opening yourself up to reaching a big goal, a great objective with this person. Coming together, building something solid. Commitment. Something there feels very familiar, I think. Okay? You know, this obviously requires patience, because I feel like the key here is to be patient.
Em,
Working on the relationship, right? Loyalty, faithfulness, giving the other person stability, and also that you receive all of this. So there's a commitment here, a bond that's taking shape, a very valuable bond, and it's about to move to a higher level. Let's see what else we have. I mean, where is all this going? Gemini sign.
Energía general y disponible.
You have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands comes up again. The Nine of Wands. Four of Wands. Well, quite a lot of fire. Isn't this also about reaching an agreement with the other person? Because many times we get to know a person. There's something established there. The question is whether that commitment is really there, whether that stability is there, and whether enough trust is developing to build something in the future. So you start to observe, and yes, as you get to know the other person more, I feel that small differences, annoyances, or friction can appear, right? Because every person is different. There are two minds, two bodies, right? Each person can see reality in a different way. And this is about, well, it can happen, this can happen, it's part of it, it's part of getting to know the other person, it's part of forming the bond. Because I feel that you are going to start seeing each other in a more concrete and real way, like more physically. Not from that initial idealized view, but as something real with its light and its shadow. So situations may arise where there is some friction or yes, some disagreement. We are not agreeing on this or on the project we have or on the actions, how the other person is acting. If there is something that doesn't add up, that makes you doubt. The important thing here is that if the plan is clear, things should be discussed. What I feel from this energy is that you, even if there is some friction or misunderstanding with your partner or with this person,
em,
I feel that here you don't give up. It's not like, well, I walk away at the first sign of trouble. No. But what I feel here is these are things you take into account. They're observations. They might be details that surely strengthen the relationship. You have to see how each person responds to this situation, what the truth is or their point of view. Because it's important to communicate. It's important to talk to him, to also face certain situations, not to overlook them, not to avoid them, but to confront them. But also have the courage here to move forward, to speak up, and really say this project matters. This project is valuable. Let's build this. Maybe these situations can be small things. Okay.
em,
I also see this as very connected to issues that have to do perhaps with the other person's freedom, the issue of independence. If this person commits or not, if they keep their word, if they are true to their word, if there is respect, if there is value. That's why one of the issues that might be coming up with this person is very much related to personal space, independence, and freedom.
Siento,
I feel that every person, of course, is free to decide to act. But also, if there is a commitment, there is also responsibility, emotional responsibility. I don't know. I don't feel that freedom is just, well, I do whatever I want, because that's very self-centered. When it happens, when a relationship is starting or you're getting to know someone else, empathy also comes into play, right? And the decisions I make or the actions I take, I can't just think about them for myself. They can also affect the other person. They can have an impact on the other person. So it's also like starting to think for two, not just for one.
mm,
Let's see what else we have. Thank you. I think Gemini. Overall available energy. You have the Hierophant here. Strength. The Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Well, yes, I do feel it. Of course, it's what we said before, right? That communication is coming. There's something you'll notice. If there's something or some situation you've gone through with this person that doesn't add up for you, or if there's been some friction or a difference,
um,
it's okay to take time to process, but don't close yourself off. But what I really see is that you need to express yourself. Express what you feel. Look for the right words so you can ask, so you can communicate. Hey, I've felt uncomfortable about this situation. Honestly, this has bothered me. Honestly, this hasn't sat right with me. I need to hear you. I need you to explain it to me. So what I feel is that this is part of the work in the relationship. Because if there is a higher goal for the future, if there is a big project, these things need to be resolved right now. Now.
em,
But I see a lot of work on oneself, and I also see a lot of work within the relationship. And a very sincere conversation. Like, I need to talk to you. I need to ask you this. This situation hasn't sat right with me. It made me uncomfortable. It bothered me. This is how I feel. This is my truth. I need an explanation. I need you to tell me the truth. Do you want us to go for this project? For this goal? Or not? So I feel like it's going to be a key week or a few key days when you'll have a very sincere conversation with your partner. With this person as well, the one you're getting to know, things are starting to take more shape or a new form. Don't close yourself off, Gemini, and don't avoid confrontation. Don't avoid speaking up and expressing what you feel. Allow yourself, open up, ask everything you need to ask. Okay? Because this is also part of the growth of the relationship. Let's see what we have for Gemini in the Oracle. Let's see, what will your advice or message be? You have the monkey. The monkey possesses the wisdom of children, purity, innocence, and joy. Those are some of its gifts. It invites you to enjoy life more, to go out and explore, to be curious, and to socialize with the energy of your inner child. It calls you to study new things, open your mind, and laugh more at yourself. It's time to grow through the magical essence of the monkey, whose restless spirit will lift you out of monotony and sadness. Dear Gemini, this is what we've seen. Everyone, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.